And I think in the first 10 or 15 minutes, you saw some really two really strong teams really battling out, trying to find themselves. Once you hit the speed and the physical play of the Big Ten, that it was a very competitive game. And I think we, between defensively and offensively, I think we had to realize where we were against Iowa. I really like their team. They've just had an unfortunate start with having to play Indiana and Michigan on a night like this, back to back to start your games. I don't know too many teams that wouldn't be 0-2 in that situation. And I really think I like their team. I think it's going to be very good down the line. And but I like our team a lot too. We did some really good things out there, and we needed that, guys. We've been in a lot of games where 15 minutes into the first half we might have had a double-digit lead. We didn't have that today, and we closed well, and then we came out in the second half and really really played good from the get-go. So love that focus and that energy and that determination you need to have.
Start off here with Nick.
John, what happened in the last 6 minutes, 7 minutes, first half? Something switched and you guys just avalanched them.
Well, I think basically first of all, they were on a blockers and movers offense as quick as I've ever seen. And, you know, while we went from a Northwestern mode, a hybrid like Northwestern, to a blockers and movers, and they play it really well with just two screeners, a lot of curling. For our young team or for any team, with the speed they run it at, really tough to guard. So, and then I think our defense, we had been in a situation with some games that we were able to just take it right by people and be bigger and stronger with them. We only had a few turnovers. We had some sort of shots that I think we'd rather have back, and a few turnovers that we just pressed a little bit on offense. Once we settled down, got in the stance, guarded, made the missed shots, and then got our transition game, that was big.
Right in the middle, Chris.
Coach McCaffrey said it's your unselfishness that makes this team special. Can you talk about that aspect?
Well, I think it's something we preach. It's something we recruit. It's something that we preach about daily. And you have to have the guys that will buy into that. And that is that's not human nature all the time. And so you have to work at it. I'm sure we're going to have moments where guys thought about me instead of we. And it's tough when you have a team that displayed the talent they have here today. But I think that one of Coach Meyer's favorite quotes here is, "The rising tide raises all boats." And we're telling everybody, no matter where you are on this team, the more you give, the more you're going to get.
In the front, Mark.
John, for Glenn to get 20 and 10, and you guys don't seem to run too much for him, is that a testament to him and just finding ways, or?
Well, you know, I think you guys say that there is stuff that is being run for him that is sort of silent stuff to get him in areas. Do we put him, you know, with his position, do we put him in the ball screen and say go to work? We don't really have, maybe Trey and a few other guys we do that with, and he's getting to that position. But we were running things for him to get him open and get him in space behind the scenes, as you can see. So, no, he's, you know, I think what stands out about him is not his vertical jump, it's the quickness that he can get to the rim for rebounds. We have a 4-second drill. I can't wait to see the video. A 4-second drill, you must score a basket in 4 seconds, and we do it. We just did it yesterday, as a matter of fact. And that last game, I thought there's no way we're going to get another shot at the end of the first half. I think we got it maybe with 3.6, and all of a sudden he's laying it in. So you got to have a motor to do that.
Go back to the middle with Chris.
Talk about Mitch hitting some singles. Is that what you kind of had in mind today?
It's every day. It's every day. And once again, that is not what we watch on ESPN. We don't watch guys going out hitting singles. We don't watch them in baseball. We don't watch them in football. We don't watch them in basketball. And that's the way today's generation is looking for highlights. And that's one of the biggest things we break through is that, listen, you don't win the game with just highlights. Just make a lot of simple plays.
Front right, John.
Just to follow up on that, what McGarry gave you in terms of energy and hustle plays that seemed to fuel that run towards the end of the first half?
Well, I think what you've seen with our teams, while we begin to continue to build a program, some of the heartbreak moments or the really tight games that we might have won still, you would see Novak just, you know, doing everything he could to get a rebound he probably had no business getting. And as a result, he didn't probably get 50% of those. Mitch is in a situation where he just gets those defensive rebounds. It doesn't give things where Zach went and missed it, it went off his fingers, and all of a sudden there we got to guard him again. And they score. So he's given us that, and then he's a great passer, and Jordan has become a very good passer to get our running game going.